Today I'm going to be installing a new master cylinder on my Jeep TJ. Now this is one off Dodge 3500. I think it's for like a year around 2000. The reason I'm doing that is because I'm running 1 tons front and rear on my Jeep, and I'm also running disc brakes front and rear. This seems to be the most popular master cylinder put in there, so we're going to give it a try. There'll be a couple things that I have to change, but other than that, it should be a direct bolt up. If you're interested in this master cylinder, here's the part number. It's an NM3060. Now when you purchase this, it should come with a master cylinder, and then it's going to come with a couple hoses and some fittings to bleed the master cylinder, to bench bleed the master cylinder prior to putting it on. Alright, so we got to where there's no bubbles. Once that's done, we're going to take the hoses off and put the caps back on. Make sure that you hold on to your hardware because you'll be using these 4 nuts again to hook up the other master cylinder. And I went ahead and ripped all my lines out only because I'm running all new lines in the Jeep. So the next thing is I need to figure out how much longer the push rod needs to be from the booster. So make sure it goes in the master cylinder far enough. So what I'm going to do is if I stick this in here till it bottoms out, I'm going to measure from the flange because the flanges are going to line up correctly the same either way. So I'm going to do that, and it comes out to 2.5 inches to the edge right here from the flange. I'm going to measure this one, and it comes out to 1.5 inches. So with that being said, I'm going to make the push rod 1 inch longer to give it enough length to hit this master cylinder. Now to remove this push rod, what I did is I just went and pushed my brakes all the way down, put a board in there to keep this out so it's a little easier to access. Otherwise it's going to be all the way in there. Put a wrench on here and then just hold on to that back part, and then this will turn out. So I just went to Tractor Supply, got a longer bolt, 1/4 by 28, and then this will give me the extra inch or so that I need to make my adjustment. And then all I'm going to do is cut this head off the bolt and then round the end off. Here's the one I just finished. Like I said, I just rounded that edge off. It wasn't that hard. And now I have a longer push rod. Now you're not going to have the hex head at the end. I thought about just doing a couple slots right here just to be able to get a wrench on. But I think if it doesn't go in there, I'll just use vice grips to get in there a little bit further. All right, so I'm just going to tighten the master cylinder up today. That's all I'm going to do. I'm not going to put the bracket on behind it or underneath of it, mainly because I'm running all new lines. And I don't know what kind of setup I'm going to do yet. I got to kind of figure out what I want to do. I know I'm going to run a proportioning valve up here, and then I'm also going to run a line lock in the cab. So what I want to do today is I just want to get the master cylinder ready. I've already got the rear brakes mounted. I need to still mount the front brakes up front. And then once I get that done, I can go and run my hard line to the frame and then my braided brake line from there. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or comments, let me know. Check out my other videos and follow my build.